Okay, so we're looking at homework from section 3.2. This is question number 13. According to Bayes' theorem, the probability of event A, given that event B has occurred, is as follows. The probability of A given B is equal to the probability of A times the probability of B given A divided by the probability of A times the probability of B given A plus the probability of A prime times the probability of B given A prime. Use Bayes' theorem to find the probability of A given B using the probabilities shown below. Probability of A is 5/6, probability of A prime is 1/6, probability of B given A is 1/5, and probability of B given A prime is 7/10. Okay, so this is Bayes' theorem. Now, I'll never ask you an exam question on Bayes' theorem because really all that Bayes' theorem is can you plug the right numbers into the right places in the formula? So we'll start with that formula. Probability of A given B is probability of A times probability of B given A divided by the probability of A times the probability of B given A plus the probability of A prime times the probability of B given A prime. I hope that you notice when you look at this fraction that the numerator is exactly the same as the first term in the denominator. Right? There's two terms being added in the denominator. The first one is the same as the numerator. Okay, so we're just going to plug these numbers into the right spots. So for the numerator, probability of A is 5/6, probability of B given A is 1/5. So we get 5/6 times 1/5 over, then that is going to be repeated, 5/6 times 1/5, plus probability of A prime is 1/6, probability of B given A prime is 7/10. So we get the same term as the numerator for the first one, and then the 1/6 times 7/10 for the second term in the denominator. So we're going to do some simplification here. On top, we end up with 1/6. On the bottom, when we multiply the first two fractions, we get 1/6. And when we multiply the 1/6 times the 7/10, we get 7/60. Now, we can't cancel those 1/6. I know a lot of people want to do that. But when there's addition on the bottom, you can't cancel like that. You can't reduce. So what we have to do instead is find a common denominator on the bottom so that we can get to just one fraction down there. So the denominator would be 60 in the denominator. So that first fraction 1/6 becomes 10 over 60 in the denominator plus 7 over 60, which makes it equal to 1/6 over 17 over 60. Now, if I can get the fraction on top to have the same denominator as the fraction on the bottom, then we can just cancel those denominators out, and what's left will be our final fraction. So if I write the 1/6 on top with a denominator of 60, it would be 10 over 60 divided by 17 over 60. So those denominators of 60 can reduce away, and we're left with 10 over 17. And 10 over 17 is 0.588235291, which when rounded to 3 decimal places, which is the nearest thousandth, gives us 0.588. And that's your answer.